It's Marina Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card Weekly Guidance for the 4th through to the 10th of August. So we are officially in the second part of the year. We have big energies this week. We've got a Lionsgate Portal, which we're already in. It opened around the 26th of July and it starts to close around the 12th of August, but it peaks on the 8th. We've also got a full moon in Aquarius also on the following day. So it's all happening. We've got this beautiful, powerful, potent energy. So I thought I'd do a Lionsgate special to really get an understanding based on the cards that you pick. And again, I would encourage you to listen to all of the cards, plus the bonus card, which is kind of like your aligned action step, practical action. But the theme of the cards, the card that you pick or cards that you pick, is going to help you to understand how this Lionsgate energy, this portal frequency, this beautiful solar codes that are coming through into the Earth's atmosphere, into your multidimensional being. What are they particularly helping you with? Where are you getting the specific upgrades, the expansion, the growth, maybe even the release? Because as part of that process, we need, we're expanding and growing and going through this evolution, then we need to release the old to make way and space for the new. And for me, it's good to understand, where is this actually happening in my experience, so that I can have conscious awareness of it, so that you can also facilitate and navigate the shifts, the changes, and really make the most of this energy at this time. I mean, the Lionsgate energy traditionally is all about abundance coding. It's about taking on more of the solar light, having upgrades in your energetic DNA so that your light body expands. It can take on more light, which is part of the ascension process. It's a part of coming back to unity consciousness. But from a physical perspective, that can feel quite arduous. It can feel tiring. We can have restless sleep. For me, I can go through bouts of itchy skin, ear ringing as well. And yeah, just feeling tired, emotional, and stressed, which are not particularly the best physical energies to navigate this time. So having this clarity is just going to help you to lean into that more and really, for me, leverage it so that you can really glean this abundance, because it is about abundance coding. So it is about supporting your prosperity and your wealth in whatever form you want that to take. So be very intentional also this week with where you're putting your time and your energy. Where are you unlocking your gifts? Where are you stepping into your power and your authority in a bigger way? This is Leo energy. So it is the line, that is the time to roar. It is the time to be confident and, face those fears and step into the light anyway. Step into your own limelight. Be your own cheerleader. You've got all of this energy. The Lionsgate, the Leo season is all about finding your roar and letting it go, letting it rip. But this is additional energy, additional messaging that helps you. So I am using the Akashic Oracle card deck. Of course I am. It's all behind me. If you've not got your own deck yet, it is a modality in a box. It comes with 2 free bonuses, a masterclass, which gets you started, and it gets you attuned to the cards as well with Archangel Metatron. There's lots of beautiful clearing and kind of coding within that masterclass. And also a key that you can turn into a pendulum to activate karmic healing. But not only that, the cards themselves have healing portals and activating portals within them. So you don't need to necessarily use the key as an activator and a magical tool. You may just want to use the cards. The cards are not just oracles, they are a healing deck as well. So it's 2 for the price of 1. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And if you've not got your deck yet, then there is a link in the description. If you have got the deck, then play along with me and whatever card you have chosen, then that's an invitation for you to work with it more deeply this week and use it as the healing tool, the activating tool, to really be able to, leverage, elevate, enhance the message that is coming through. So without further ado, you can tune into cards 1, 2, or 3. And remember, this is what the Lionsgate energies are really supporting you with. So bring your awareness to this particular part of your life, of what maybe situations or circumstances that you're going through, so you've got some insights on how to best navigate it, and use the Lionsgate energy with intention to support you with that as well. So if you pick card 1, it's soul contracts. So hopefully you can see that, soul contracts. So for me, this is definitely about creating new soul contracts. These are etheric contracts. For me, this is very much off planet, as you can see. So what's going on with the Lionsgate energies for you this week is connecting in perhaps more deeply with your higher self and your spirit team. So maybe some new guides stepping forward, or you're making more time to actually step and connect with those team ascended masters, goddesses, gods, angels, making more time to connect with those and get to know them more deeply. So there's very much this kind of like spiritual connection going on here with the Lionsgate energy, new coding, maybe an elevation of your gifts where you can actually feel more trusting of your connection with your guides. An up-leveling with your clairaudience skills, where you can start to hear the messages more clearly, or your third eye is opening up in the sense of visual or imagination skills. So there's an upgrade in all of these particular areas in your multidimensional being, with your higher self, with your clair gifts. This is all going on for you this week. But there are new soul contracts also happening here as well. So you may find that there is new people that you are meeting in the physical that you are really vibing with, and energetically you've already got this contract going on. You were contracted to meet them and connect with them and have that connection in whatever supportive way that that's going to unfold. But the Lionsgate is highlighting those connections, those soul connections, highlighting and upgrading your gifts and skills. So really, for me, the Lionsgate is helping in an etheric way, in the multidimensional dimensions, through your multidimensional being, through the universes, through the Akashic records. This is how the Lionsgate energy is really helping you. So it's not so much physically things that you can see. However, you can actively get involved by making time and space to connect with your guides, connect with your soul tribe on an etheric level or through the Akashic records, so that you're putting that intention out that I want to meet part of my soul tribe that maybe I've not met before. And then just be aware of who's popping up, whether that's online, whether it's, in your community, whether it's like through friends, who's popping up from that intentional request. So soul contracts, etheric upgrades, energetic DNA upgrades, clair gift upgrades, all happening for you with the Lionsgate energy. So really embrace that and really do what you can to lean into that and really elevate it. Use this beautiful energy to really support you in all of the ways. So that's what's going on for card oneers. I've actually picked card 2, card 3 this week. Now, card 2 is a repeater from last week. It was in the card 3 position. It's now moved to card 2. So Lionsgate energy and frequency that we are receiving through the Sirius sun, of the central sun. Sirius is the kind of the stargate, and on the Lionsgate on the 8-8 portal, it has perfect alignment with the large pyramid of Giza, which is just like incredible. Oh my God. And then it kind of just like moves it moves obviously into the earth and then the crystalline grids of the earth. So it's just this like the pyramid of Giza is like a massive transmitter for this energy. And in fact, this is why I have my copper pyramid, going off track here. And this is based on the dimensions, the angles of the Pyramid of Giza. And that's a conductor of my intentions up to the universe. Needs a little bit of clean, actually. But I have all of my intentions and like client bits and pieces under that copper pyramid to, continually transmit 24/7 up to the universe and divine source. Anyway, so card 2, you've picked card 2, it's family ties. So what is the Lionsgate helping those that have picked card 2? So it's helping a couple of things. It's helping with connection. It's helping with physical community, tribe, perhaps healing those family ties, those family rifts that have been going. So you may find that there is just like miraculous changes of mind, of forgiveness that's coming through this week, especially where there has been, family rifts, and they've been going on for a little while, and you might just find that there's a softening within yourself towards that person and the situation, but also from the other person as well. So that's what the Lionsgate energy is. It's almost like a healing energy for those that have picked card 2 on these connections. And of course, it doesn't need to be blood family. It can be old friends. It can even be exes, to be fair, because it's still a deep connection that you've had. It can also be, what I'm being given is also past life family, where there's that healing in the rifts. Now, of course, there may not be that conscious connection with that, where there's like a need to heal rifts from 20 lifetimes ago. But you may be called to start to just listen to a healing meditation where there's an ancestral healing that goes within that. And that might be connected with an Akashic Records meditation. And if you're called to do that, then don't ignore that call. Don't ignore that nudge, because that is the Lionsgate energies saying, there is some family healing, family lineage healing that would be really beneficial for you to do. And you are the conscious one that can activate that just by listening to it and just accepting and receiving that healing and doing it for the highest good of all. It then kind of goes through the ancestral records. It goes through your lineage. And it goes to wherever those the intentional healing needs to go to support, just updating the records, bringing the frequency of forgiveness and unconditional love into those spaces so that, healing on a different quantum level can occur. So that's the first message of this card. Lionsgate energy is also helping with wisdom and us being in our power to share our knowledge and wisdom. And that is in community. That is within, maybe within your business, within your workplace, within your family setup, within your friendship circles, within the community. But it is about you actively sharing wisdom and knowledge and mastery with those around you. So your Lionsgate energy may be giving you that boost of confidence. It may just give you the inspiration and ideas, fresh ideas. Oh yeah, this is what I could share about this week. This is what I'm being inspired by with what I'm seeing or what I'm going through or what I have gone through. And I've got the learning and the knowledge and the golden nuggets to share. So that's what I'm also getting here with this Lionsgate energy. So you've got 2 messages that are coming through with that particular card. Let me know how that card is resonating. So for me, I'm doing the Lionsgate event on Friday with my beautiful soul sister, Claire Gorman, and that's going to be down in Glastonbury. So there's an element of community and facilitating perhaps healings, not necessarily conscious to me, but for the attendees that are attending, there could be some like healing things that are needed for those individual people. And so whatever I'm facilitating, Claire's facilitating, we are, I guess, bringing in the energies that are going to support that and holding the energy to support that as well. But we've also got an ability to also share our wisdom and knowledge that, again, is facilitating healing, upgrades, activation, sovereignty, actually, because that is the main theme, is going from slavery, patterning and servitude, programming and contracts into stepping into our sovereignty in a bigger way. So, and the sovereignty piece actually really supports the third card and actually the bonus card this week. So if you've picked card 3 as your main card, what is the Lionsgate energy helping you with this week? And it's prostitution of self. So it's all about integrity. It's all about your value. It's all about not overextending your energy in order to serve and support others. But prostitution of self is a deeper and maybe a more contentional. Is that right? Is that the right word? I don't know. It's a more of a oh God, the word has gone right out of my head. Controversial message. Because prostitution of self is really about us knowing when we are prostituting ourselves, but we're taking a shortcut because we perceive that the outcome, getting ahead, maybe fast tracking time, spiritually bypassing, whatever it might be, getting one over on somebody in the nicest possible way. But we know deep down, actually, this feels out of integrity, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's fear or there's ego driving that desire. That's prostitution of self. So what we're finding with this Lionsgate energy is there may be a little bit of a highlight or a mirror being shown to us where we are actually doing that. And it might be that we're not actually really fully aware of what that actually is for us and where we are actually prostituting ourselves. And it's usually time, it's usually energy, but sometimes we can do it through finances as well. So the opportunity with the Lionsgate energy this week is to see where potentially we are prostituting ourselves and regain our integrity and value. And for some of us, it can be a simple case of what are my values? My values have changed slightly because circumstances have changed. I've grown as a person. And what used to feel valuable to me, what my standards were set by, actually just don't feel correct anymore. They don't feel aligned. So there may be just a simple reflection on what are my values now at this point in time. And using this Lionsgate energy to really highlight that, but also for you to really kind of own that value as well. And is there anything that needs to be cleared that is still maybe holding on to old identity or old fears, old limiting beliefs that are not really supporting you stepping into that new version of you with this new integrity and new value? And also being able to say no to yourself and no to other people on those that want to push the boundary or don't have the integrity that you do and are trying in whatever way, for whatever reason, to get you to drop yours and lower your standard and lower your integrity. And that can be hard, especially when it's somebody that we love. That can be hard. So there could be some realizations there that are coming through with this Lionsgate energy, but don't forget, Leo the lion has courage and confidence. Use that courage and confidence. That's what's coming through here for you that you've picked card 3. It's confidence and courage. Leverage that, tap into it, bring more of that solar plexus energy into your experience this week so that you can really set the standard, not for others, for yourself. And therefore, you step out of the handcuffs that are there, and there's a sense of liberation and freedom. And, there could be a little bit of flirtiness going on as well with yourself or with whoever. But we've got this really strong, bold energy coming in here. So let me know how these cards are landing. Let me know what you're going to be tapping into with regards to the Lionsgate energies, what you're really hoping to filter through, tap into to support you through this week. And also, what are your intentions for the Lionsgate? How are you going to create more abundance? What are you wanting to call in? Pop that in the comments. I would love to hear. So this is your bonus card. This is your aligned action step, the soul action step. And it fits with all of these cards, but in particular, it fits with the card number 3. And this is very much, this is Lionsgate energy. And this is what can be really, I mean, this is what's being called for by the lion. And it's very much a solar plexus, it's your willpower, it's your strength, it's your confidence, it's how you assert your authority, not in a toxic way, but more probably with inner authority. So how you present yourself in your leadership. And that doesn't mean that you've got to be going like leaderships of business and CEO and all of that. It's just a leader of your own energy, leader of your boundaries, leader of your self-sabotage and being able to manage that, leader of your structure of your day. This is how you can apply it. And it's deservability and self-worth. So it's all of this leadership. It's bold, it's courageous, it's showing your magnificence this week. And you'll notice that the key, if you can see that, is on the handle of the sword, which is all about setting a standard. And it's like, I am not renegading on that because this is what I need to do for me. But there's a key there, and it really sits in front of the solar plexus energy. So it's almost like you are the key to your power. And it's really tapping into that solar plexus. So the Lionsgate frequency is going to allow you to tap into your solar plexus energy and what that supports you with in a really much easier way than normal. It's almost like we have from the Lionsgate this direct channel into the solar plexus and this beautiful stream of energy coming in. I know it's coming into our energy field all over the place, but really bring it into the solar plexus. Of course, we've got all of this beautiful halo around her head. And then we've got the magnificent peacock feathers as well. So this isn't about hiding away this week. So really use the solar energy from the Lionsgate to be in your magnificence, be visible. So your action step this week with this card is to own your value, own your deservability with whatever is coming up for you. Tap into the meanings and the messages of the cards that you've picked and apply this strength, this confidence, this owning your energy, but also owning your visibility, owning your magnificence. If there's one thing, it's owning your magnificence. How are you going to do that this week? How does that apply to your week? Keep going back to whatever's you're going to be navigating, whatever, life is kind of like unfolding through the next 7 days. Just keep coming back and asking yourself, how am I demonstrating my magnificence? And it might be not an external thing. It might be that you want to do an internal magnificence demonstration or nourishing and nurturing kind of rituals and things like that. But it's all about you feeling and being and experiencing your magnificence. So for some of you, you're going to go and get your tail feathers on and you're going to get your lippy on and you're going to be like out there, like doing all of your things, sharing your knowledge, connecting in with your guides, making sure your standards and your values are in place. And that might be through communication. It might be sitting in meditation and connecting with the guides, new guides, but just really come back to, how are you demonstrating magnificence? How are you feeling it? How are you being it? How are you doing it? Really bring that reflection and that awareness to how you are magnificent and what demonstrates that to you. How do you tell, what can you see within yourself where you are magnificent? And if you're really struggling with that, then a really good thing to do is get friends and family or partner to describe you in 3 words. And that really is a really precise way of really understanding what your gifts are in a very simple way. But when people have to just really like take it down to that, a minimum amount, it's more potent. The power within those words and those attributes and talents and gifts is more potent, but it's the core of you. And that's where your magnificence is. It's within the core of you. But are you demonstrating it? Are you even recognizing it within yourself? That's the main thing here. And if you are, then how can you leverage that further with the Lionsgate energy? So this is where the abundance is opening up for you. Definitely self-worth and deservability, knowing that you are worthy of all of that. But you've got an abundance of energy that's really upgrading and unlocking and coding your prosperity, your abundance, your wealth, your health, your love this week. And you've got these specific areas that are also there ready to be leveraged and up-leveled as well. So let me know how those cards are resonating, those messages are resonating. Don't forget, you can get your own deck. And I'm also doing through the month of August a beautiful August summer sale. So look out for magical offers through August. And if you want to hear what they are, then reach out to me and I'll start to share. All right, love and blessings, everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.